in my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. A whole body boy, plus way back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here and welcome to the North America Leadership Academy. My name is Anastasia and I'm here with you from Whidbey Island, Washington, just north of Seattle. And I'll be your host this evening. It's wonderful to see everyone logging in from all corners of this country and abroad. And if you haven't already, feel free to drop into the chat where you're here from so that we can get to know each other a little bit better throughout the conversation today. This is a training that we do every week on Thursday evenings, my time. And there is Spanish translation available. So if you need that, click the button at the bottom of your screen. Francisco is here translating for us. Thank you. If you've been invited as a guest, this is a no pressure way for you to listen in and eavesdrop on our meeting and hear how the training happens in this business, see if it's right for you, and learn a little bit about our company, our products, our compensation plan, the leadership trainings that we offer, and hear real-time stories from real people who are doing this just like I am. So to kick off tonight's program, we will start by hearing from Rebel Brown, who's here from California, and will speak about the Bend product. So Rebel, over to you. I got my drink ready for
You got it. I do too. We're both. Here's to it. Here we go. Cheers. So here, let me share my screen. Let me find my little PowerPoint. Okay, share. Is everybody seeing that? Yeah, we good? Okay, so I'm going to talk about Bend, but first I'm going to talk a little bit about seeds. All right. So until I found rain through my friend Randy, I thought of seeds as things like sunflower seeds that you snack on, right? Boy, was I wrong. You know, it turns out seeds are mighty little powerhouses. They deliver 20 to 30x the potency versus the fruits and veggies that they create with full nutrition. Everything from proteins and fat to vitamins and minerals and more. Well, you know what? We're all lucky because the rain scientists recognize their value. And not only did they figure that out, they figured out a process called the Nutrient Preservation Protocol that harnesses all of their power with no degradation and full availability to your body. So that assures that you get pure, powerful nutrition that your body can use right now. So now that we talked about seeds, let's talk about the other end of the extreme, joint pain, right? So do you know you have more than 300 joints in your body? And you know what? Whether you're an adrenaline junkie like me or a happy couch potato, you need to take care of your joints to be able to move, right? Or bend, which is why Rain created Bend, to fuel our joints with what they need to remain healthy, so you remain active and pain-free. And by the way, it also targets arthritis and its causes. Did you know that arthritis is over 32 million people in the United States have arthritis, and it's the most common joint disease on the planet? Yeah, enter Bend. Now, Bend is specifically designed to feed your joints. How does it do that? Well, it focuses on three things. It focuses on anti-inflammatories and inflammation inhibitors, which, you know, we've all heard Motrin, Aleve, and all these other over-the-counter drugs that are not healthy for us at all. But they were the only option. But now we have a different one. Bend reduces the inflammation caused by the reducing the fluid levels around the joint that cause the pain, and it's healthy. It's good for you. It offers natural nutrients that reduce the inflammation, and that is a way better story than the OTC world of anti-inflammatories, right? Now let's talk about cartilage builders. Cartilage lubricates your joints, right? It keeps them moving. Arthritis primarily attacks cartilage, and Bend helps your cartilage stay healthy. It feeds it what it needs, and we'll get to that in a minute. Then there are our tendons. You know, I didn't know this, but you know you have 4,000 tendons and over 900 ligaments to manage your musculoskeletal system. And guess what? Arthritis attacks them as well. which means you have to support and take care of them. So you've got inflammation, cartilage, tendons all around the joint. So now let's talk about what Bend provides that does this. So Bend is power packed with a very specific blend of seeds that optimize joint health. First, there's glucosamine sulfate. And you know, that's a natural sugar that's found in your cartilage. Bend replenishes it with highly available and pure glucosamine sulfate that supports healthy cartilage. And by the way, other products are from shellfish, which, you know, bring in the problem with the tainting and the toxins in the water where they live. Ours is vegan and it's pure. Then we have flaxseed, which reduces inflammation. It relieves pain because it's filled with omega-3 fatty acids and flavonoids. Now, here's a funny story. I've always used flaxseed oil with my cow horses because, you know, they slide on their hocks. Well, now I'm using it on my own hocks. How's that? Then there's black cumin seed. Now, that's a powerful little antioxidant right there. It helps with everything from rheumatoid arthritis to carpal tunnel syndrome to, you guessed it, arthritis. And finally, there's curcumin, otherwise known as turmeric. Now, turmeric is an ancient healing. It's been proven that it was used in South Asia as early as 3000 BC. It's a powerhouse because it feeds and fuels the chondrocytes, which are the cells that are in your cartilage. So everything is designed in Bend to fuel and feed the cartilage, the tendons, the joints, everything, and reduce the inflammation so you can bend. So what does that give you? Well, first of all, you create and develop healthy cartilage and you maintain it, right? Second of all, you support healthy joints and bone. And thirdly, you get a huge reduction in inflammation, which is where we get a lot of our aches and pains, right? But there's more, all right? Now, let's talk a little bit about this key thing. So unlike popular over-the-counter anti-inflammatories, they're Band-Aids. All they do is symptom suppression. Bend works to correct the causes behind the symptoms to help your body maintain its healthy joints. Okay, and it does that by gene signaling. Now, gene signaling is the interplay between specific genes and their signaling pathways that influence the development, the function, and the health of your joints. By optimizing these gene pathways, Bend helps your body assure healthy development and use of your joints. It's not a Band-Aid, it's health and fuel for your body, all right? So every ingredient in Bend, as well as all of the Rain products, are scientifically tested and proven. And I just want to say something here before I wrap up about Bend in my world. You know, I am so arthritic from being an adrenaline sports junkie that my surgeons and my doctors call my skeleton the kingdom of arthritis. I lived in massive pain. I hurt constantly, and I kept riding my cow horses and kept going, but it hurt. And I would take handfuls of Aleve, right? With Bend, my pain is gone. My flexibility, I can touch the floor with both palms, and I haven't been able to do that in over 10 years. I'm moving better than I have. And it's all thanks to these tiny little seed powerhouses and the brilliance of the Rain scientists, right? I am so grateful. And if you want to learn more, there are a number of resources that you can review. Just ask the person who invited you to Rain for more info, and we have it for you. In the meantime, I'm going to close with one thing. If you have joint pain, it's time to get your Bend on. Back to you, Anna.
Thank you, Rebel. That was wonderful. Yes, check out the resources in your toolkit in your back office to see the product details if you want a refresher on that. But next, I want to turn things over to my mom, Laura Weeks, to speak about leverage and how leverage comes to life in this business. Over to you, Mom.
All right. Well, thank you, Anastasia. What a pleasure to be able to build a business alongside my daughter. It is just a phenomenal joy in my life. But tonight I'm going to talk about leverage. And leverage is the principle that really drives how we build our Rain businesses and what makes things happen here at Rain. So let's think for just a moment about what a lever is. And a lever is a tool that makes work easier, right? So it's a force multiplier. So if you put a little bit of energy in one place on the lever, it multiplies it and the output is greater. And that's exactly what we do with RAIN. We employ this principle of leverage to make the work we do more productive. Now, often we think about leverage, particularly with RAIN, in terms of financial leverage. And this is absolutely a leveraged opportunity financially. But there's other aspects of leverage too that we can think about. For example, leveraging different people's talents and skills and expertise. You know, maybe you're not as good a presenter at Bend as Rebel is, but we've got her to help do that. We have people who are great at explaining the compensation plan. We have people who speak different languages. We have people who are good at putting media together. We have a marketing team here at RAIN. So we employ leverage in terms of leveraging all kinds of people's skills and talents and abilities and geographic location as we build our RAIN business as well. And finally, one of the things that I really love about this company is those different things leverage the impact that we can have in the world. So we can help so many people improve their physical and financial health by employing this concept of leverage. And all of that is really in service from a business perspective of helping you to achieve, to use this leverage, to use these tools, to use these products, to use this platform to build and create a lifestyle that you want in your life. And that's going to be a little bit different for everybody. So for some people, that might be bringing in more income, bringing in a secondary income stream so that you have more financial security. For some people, it might be being able to work from home, being able to have more time with your family. For some people, it might be being able to have a global business or travel more. For some people, it might be, you know, setting aside money for retirement or helping your kids. It's all about creating the life that works for you, using these tools, using these systems, and using these products to be healthy enough to enjoy your life, because what good is the money if you don't have the health? So we are putting these things together in order to help you move towards the lifestyle that you desire. And how do we do that? Well, one of the things that we do is we align ourselves with a company that's in front of important megatrends. Because again, as a force multiplier, if you can get in front of powerful trends, then they help propel you forward. So some of the megatrends that RAIN is squarely positioned in front of, that are just driving the world of business today, are concepts like social entrepreneurship, doing well by doing good, and doing good by working together with other people that you're already connected with in your networks or who you can meet over the course of your life. So it's a socially oriented, people-oriented way of building a business. Now, the second one is kind of a no-brainer, healthy lifestyle. Trillions of dollars are being spent every single year by people who understand that we have to advocate for our own health. We have to take steps to make sure that we remain healthy. And so people are exercising, people are doing learning about meditation and mental focus, people are doing personal development, people are buying nutritional supplements and all these kinds of things to create a healthy lifestyle. Well, this company, RAIN International, with the amazing seed nutrition products that Rebel introduced to us, are really at the forefront of helping people to maintain a healthy lifestyle and improve their physical well-being. Then the trend of the side gig economy, it's become commonplace nowadays for people to have a secondary income stream, to be doing something on the side in some cases, or to just do piece together unconventional ways of building an income. Gone are the days when the majority of people are working 40 years for a certain corporation and retiring with a gold watch, right? People want more flexibility, people want more control, people oftentimes need a secondary income. So the side gig economy is thriving. But we have a really great side gig opportunity because it is a leveraged side gig opportunity, as opposed to like being an Uber driver where it's trading time for money once again. And then finally, a mega trend, social media marketing, where increasingly people are able to monetize our cell phones. You can make money if you can click buttons and send videos and share information with people through your cell phone. So building a successful business by positioning yourself in front of megatrends, and you can do that with this company, Rain International. Rain is in front of all of these important megatrends, and it gives you the opportunity to build the ultimate side gig business. Again, because this is a leveraged side business, as opposed to simply getting yourself a second job. This is a side gig opportunity where you can set your own hours, where you can choose the people you work with, and therefore the people you don't work with, where you can have unlimited earning potential. Think about it. There's nobody telling you that there's a ceiling to what you can earn. There's nobody telling you that, you know, you're too old, that you're too young, that you're the wrong ethnicity. There's no limits to what you can earn building your own business with Rain International. And finally, this is an amazing business because we only become successful when we empower and support others to be successful. So it's a win-win situation in that respect. And again, many, many travel opportunities. That's what lots of people are looking for. And we have the opportunity to travel, one, because you have a portable business. You can build your business from anywhere in the world, and you can do business in more than 45 countries around the world. You can also go to meetings and events that we have all around. You can earn reward trips. You can get to know people all over the world. One of the things I've really enjoyed about my business is meeting people in different countries that I didn't know before, that have common interests and common passions. You can earn while you're sleeping. Think about it. You know, a lot of people are going to work every day, 8 hours, 10 hours, some people 12 hours a day, and trading time for money. But here, because we're a global business, because we earn our income by building teams, when I'm sleeping here off the coast of Seattle, Washington, my Rain partners in the UK are awake and they're building a business, and I'm profiting from that. We can earn across 16 different time zones if you build a business with this company. And again, it all revolves around this concept of social entrepreneurship, doing well by doing good in the world, helping people become healthier, helping people build a side income, supporting them, training them. There's a lot of personal development. This is a social entrepreneurship opportunity. And we get to do what wealthy people have learned over the years, which is harness leverage, which is put yourself in a position where your income is not simply a function of you trading time for money, of your income being a result of exclusively of the work you do, but rather doing something once maybe and getting paid over time, doing something by building teams so that you're not the only one who's creating the energy and the volume of sales that generates income and profit. So J.K. Rowling did that. She wrote a book, turned into movies. She's set up for life. Not everybody's going to be a best-selling author. Bezos started Amazon. He's not the one packing boxes, that's for sure. He's not the one writing the code and the algorithms. He's built a team of people, and he has created billions of dollars of income and profit because he built teams of people working together, and so on and so on and so on. Leverage is the principle that allows you to get out of that trap of simply trading time for money. And think about it. Fundamentally, either you employ leverage, or you work for somebody who does, or you're just not leveraged in your life. And I know that because I love the work I do. My husband and I run an integrative medical clinic, and I love serving the people we serve. But that is not a leveraged income. When we're not at our office seeing patients through our medical clinic, we are not earning money. So if I want to see one of my other daughters who lives in New York City, 3,000 miles away, I'm not earning money from my medical clinic. But with our RAIN business, we have an income. We have a check coming every single week, every single Friday, whether we are in the office or not. So it's a leveraged income stream, but it's also a leveraged impact, because there's only a certain number of people who ever will make it through the doors of our clinic. But with this platform, we can help tens of thousands of people, educate them, give them solutions to their health challenges, help them with their finances. And there's a tremendously close relationship between economic health, financial health, and physical health. And when one falters, so do the others. And so, think about it. You're either leveraged, you employ leverage, or you work for somebody who does. We are giving you and me and the others the opportunity to build a leveraged income with a system that has already been proven. So how do you do this? How do you begin to build leverage in your life through this plan? You figure out how much time you can set aside every single week. And let's use as an example, what if you were able to set aside 15 hours a week to follow the system that RAIN has in place and share the solution of RAIN seed nutrition with people and this platform? What if you worked 15 hours a week? You could begin to develop some customers. You could maybe begin to find some associates and partners and begin to build your team. But basically, you're the only one. 15 extra hours you have to work. What if you start to find 2 other people who want to join you? They themselves would like to start a side business with RAIN. Now, the force multiplier comes into place. Your 15 hours is added to person number 1's 15 hours, person number 2's 15 hours, and now there's 45 hours of collective effort going into sharing the products and the platform with other people. As you grow, and those 2 people, let's say each bring in 2 more people, now you have 105 hours worth of effort every week. 105 hours is going to bring more customers, more RAIN associates, reach a much broader group of people than any one of us could do alone. And you can do the math and you can see how exponentially growing the team brings more effort, more volume, more sales, more benefit. This is how leverage applies in RAIN. And when we do that, we begin to tap into the 8 or 9 different ways that we can get paid in this company. I'm going to go through these very, very quickly. If you're new, just try and get the concepts. But we have different ways to earn in this company so that people can be successful when you're just getting started in the business, when you're building teams and building volume, and if you build enough to become a leader and help other people become successful, you earn at the back end of this compensation plan as well. The other thing I love about this compensation plan is it's really a win-win proposition. So think about the win-win in each and every one of these commissions that we can earn. We start out with the customer program and the customer rewards. One group of people that we reach out to with our products are those people who have no interest themselves in building their own business. They just want to avail themselves of products like Bend. They want to feel well. They want the best nutrition that money can buy. Those are going to become your customers. And we have a win-win program for them because we have a way that they can earn wholesale pricing. They can earn rewards credit towards future free product by being on subscription, and they can enjoy the benefits of the RAIN products. And then RAIN pays you and me a commission every time a customer joins our business. And when those customers get the benefits of being on a subscription, you are earning money every single month, because every time they buy a product every single month, RAIN is paying you. And now you've stepped out of the sort of trading time for money. One customer, one sale, one income suddenly becomes recurring income over time. We have some customers that started with us 10 years ago, and they have been buying every single month for 10 years. And guess what? As we have more products, they buy more products. So one customer has turned into a recurring income stream. That's the beginning of a leveraged income. Then, as we start to attract people who themselves want to join our team as associates, we earn fast start commissions, partner bonuses, senior partner bonuses, depending on the investment level they come in with and depending on how they progress through our compensation program. So we help people, we train them, we introduce them to our new associate orientation, we talk with them on phone calls, we support them so that they go from associates to partners to senior partners. And guess what? Rain compensates us for turning around and helping our new associates become successful. Rain also has two pools. One is an executive pool, a global executive pool. One of them is a global diamond pool. And I think of these pools like profit sharing. This is where the company sets aside a certain amount of its weekly revenue, in the case of the executive pool, 1%, and it divides it up among all the people globally who have rank advanced and maintained rank at our intermediate levels. So bronze, gold, silver, gold, and platinum in the executive pool. 1% of all the income around the world gets divided up among those people. So even if you're living like I am off the coast of Seattle, Washington, and maybe all my business was just in Washington, it's not, but let's say it were, I could still benefit from Rain's success in Nigeria and Singapore and the UK and Germany, even if I don't have my own business there. That's a profit sharing pool. And as you get up into the diamond pool, they allocate 1.5% of weekly volume to the people who are rank advancing and maintaining rank at the diamond level. So think about it, a smaller group of people getting a larger share of weekly profit, weekly income from the company globally. So this is where we can profit from the success of the company as a whole globally, no matter where we live, and we're motivated to help the whole company do better and better and better because we want to be earning a share of the global success, the global income of the company. So really wonderful win-win there in the pools. Team commission is one of the commissions that we start to earn as we build teams, and it pays us based on the volume that we're able to generate on the two legs that we build. So this is great because this is where you're working together with all the people on your team to generate volume, and you get a percentage basically of the total sales volume that you and your team are able to create. So that's wonderful. That's a commission that comes into play as you begin to build more volume. But the next one is even more interesting because the generational bonus match is a commission that's paid when you help other people earn that team commission. So Rain, I am motivated to help everybody on my team earn as large a team commission as I can for their benefit because I want to help my team, but also because Rain says, thank you, Laura, for helping those people. We're going to pay you every single week a percentage of what we pay them. I don't have to pay that percentage. Or my team doesn't have to pay that to me. The company pays that to me based on my ability to help my team be successful. So this is a compensation structure that is lucrative. The company pays out more than 50% of all the money that comes in. It is fair, it is generous, and people get paid based on the level of effort and success that they have. But it's possible, unlike in many companies, to be successful when you're just getting started or even if you're just a part-timer. And bear in mind that many companies in this industry, you really only can be successful if you make it to the very top. That is not the case in Rain. And that is why most of the people in this company who are part-timers have a very good chance of building a leveraged income stream in order to get to that lifestyle that we all want, whichever one that is for us. And we do it by sharing solutions of physical health and well-being, by sharing the solution of financial health and well-being, and by turning around and helping others. It is truly social entrepreneurship. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to you, Anastasia.
You do that so gracefully. You have an ability to make an incredibly complicated commission structure clear. So thank you, Mom. And I think it's fantastic that with Rain, we can share these products to help people with their well-being and then get paid generously as a byproduct. So as company profits, we profit. So next, we're going to transition over, and I'm going to invite two individuals who graciously gave their time tonight to share their testimonials and their personal stories about Y Seeds. And so first we'll hear from Joe Sharon, who will then pass the mic to John. So over to you, Joe.
Thanks, Anastasia. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee. Laura introduced me to Rain a few months ago, actually. I had injured my shoulder at CrossFit working out and had a lot of inflammation. And I was given this little packet of salt. And I said, yeah, whatever. But put it on, drank it. And oh my goodness, I couldn't believe the result that I got. And that's all it took. Took one glance at the business and it totally made sense to me. Been selling real estate for 25 years here. Felt trapped, tired of doing what I'm doing. Didn't think there was another way out till I found Rain. I'm so excited today to build this business with you guys. Thanks for having me. Over to you, John.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Acosta. So as a 20-year-old in real estate part-time, in retail, it's not really going so well for me. Well, I do get the word that Rain is in town, and I decide to attend. And it's where I learned about Bright and Beat and how I wish I was using this in football. And so why Rain? Well, because I want to teach people my age why I think that leverage and these products are a game changer. So thank you, guys. Over to you, Anastasia.
Thank you both so much. It's great to hear everyone's why. It's one of the things I really like about these calls each week, and hearing, from new people who have joined us and jump on these calls to share in different capacities. So next, you're all in for a treat tonight because we're going to hear from Randy Gage, who's sharing the segment on leadership today. So he'll be speaking with us. Randy is a legend in the field of network marketing and has built successful teams for many decades. He is a best-selling author and a trainer and a coach. And he came to Rain about 18 months ago now, time flies, as a consultant to launch what's being called Rain 2.0. And then decided that the concept of seed nutrition was so compelling that he decided to join Rain as an associate and build his own teams and help Rain become one of the biggest success stories in the industry. So we're thrilled to have Randy.
Hey, what's up, Rain Nation? I want to talk about rejection, who Rain is perfect for, maybe who Rain is not perfect for, and how does this all relate in terms of how you grow your business? I'm coming to you from my hotel room in Las Vegas, hence the backdrop that you see. But I think it's really important that we look at this issue and say, hey, people will come to me and I'll be counseling and they'll say, but people aren't joining. I presented to so-and-so. I thought they were perfect for the business and they never joined. What did I do? What was wrong with me? How come the check it out video doesn't work? I sent it to 2 of my friends and neither one of them joined. The video must be defective. Keep in mind something really important. We like to say, Rain is the perfect business for everybody, but everybody's not perfect for Rain. And it's really important that you don't personalize stuff as being about you, things that have nothing to do with you. And in many cases, the candidates you're talking to about rain who aren't joining the business, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. And a lot of times it has absolutely nothing to do with rain. It's just who they are and where they are at in their life right then at that moment. And this is why it's important to start with a major blast, meaning get 25 people into your funnel immediately, and then just be continually adding, having a active recruiting culture, which means that you literally in your planner, whether it's on your phone or you have a paper one, but literally every week you have a block of time and it says recruiting time or inviting time. And that's the time when you are inviting people to look at one of the videos, the ultimate lifestyle booklet, or a Be the Breakthrough presentation, getting them in front of an external source tool. And when you create that active recruiting culture, then you'll always have people coming through your candidate pathway, and you won't be despondent and suicidal because a couple of people decide not to join, because you'll always have other people coming through. But I promise you, if you only talk to 2 or 3 people and then they decide not to do it, the odds are 85.29462% you're going to be dropped out of the business by the end of the month. Give yourself a chance. More importantly, give your team a chance. Make sure they know this information. You're going to have people join 2 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now, 6 months from now. Some of them you're going to need to say, hey, go back and look at this old Leadership Academy, this segment from Gage on rejection and recruiting, because it's really valuable for you. Because we like to say, everyone's perfect for rain. Rain is perfect for everyone, but not everyone's perfect. Why? Well, that's what I'm going to break down with you in this Leadership Academy. All right, so let's break it down by percentages. We're going to take all 100% of the people who don't join after you bring them to a presentation. Let's look at why, to see what you might need to know, what skill you need to work on, what information you might need that will allow you to improve that percentage of people who convert into the preferred customer program or join as an associate and go out and build a RAIN business. I'm going to start off with a cohort of 20%. And I believe that 20% of the people who choose not to join when you make a presentation, it's simply because they're not hungry enough. They're just not candidates for the business for you. And if you really think about it, you know what I'm talking about. You got your cousin Pookie who hasn't worked in 11 years and he never gets out on job interviews because he has to go to the parole office for the pedophilia charge he was convicted of. And he's always too busy to do anything because he's watching Storage Locker Wars and Judge Judy and Towing Company Wars on cable TV. Here's the thing, 20% of the people, and I'm being extreme, trying to have a little fun with this, but forget the extremity. There's like 20% of the people that they're the ones send you a message, happy hump day, or you see them on Thursday and they say, wow, we made it through hump day. Thank God it's Friday. And Friday rolls around and they get their paycheck. They run by the store on the way home. They buy a 12-pack of rancid fermented hops and they spend the weekend rubbing the hair off the back of their head, leaning in the recliner, binge watching Netflix until Monday morning when the alarm goes off and they start the process all over again. They're the wrong candidates for you. Rain is perfect for them. They're not ready for rain. Now, I say for the average of that, and by the way, where did I get these numbers? What is the scientific research double-blind study? It's none of that. I've been in this profession for 45 years. I have a really good feel for why humans act the way they do. I have tremendous experience of bringing candidates through, and I've tracked it over the years for decades. And with the advent of social media and how it's lowering people's attention span, how it's lowering their self-esteem, how it's increasing their vulnerability and their lack of confidence, their inability to make a decision, all of these things impact your recruiting results, and you have nothing to do with any of them. Rain has nothing to do with any of them. So don't beat yourself up thinking that it's your fault that not everybody joins Rain. It's not your fault. For a lot of these people, you didn't stand a chance. So I'm saying there's a cohort of 20%. That's the deal with them. Now, if you say, well, no, I'm telling you, 75% of the people I'm talking to, they're exactly like you say. They don't work. They sit at home. They're watching the Kelly Clarkson show all day. They haven't held a job in 5 years. They have no dreams. They have no vision. Or they work and they just keep their head below the cubicle and wait for Friday. Okay, then it is on you, because what that means is that you're sponsoring down. One of the things we try to teach you in the new associate orientation is to sponsor up. When you get into Rain, the first people you want to talk to are the most ambitious, most busy, most successful people on your list. Talk to them first. Those are the people that get leverage. Those are the people that are open-minded. Those are the people who are willing to work to get their dreams. Those are the people who know there's a price to pay for success, and they've already demonstrated they're willing to pay that price. You show me somebody who's amazing at their job, and I'm going to show you someone who would be amazing at Rain. You show me someone who is a world-class leader in a sport, athletics of some kind, in their church or mosque or synagogue or some kind of nonprofit organization, someone who's a fierce, successful leader in the corporate world, they're going to be amazing at Rain, because that's who they are as people. So if you say, man, everybody I'm talking to, Anne Feinstein talks about this sometimes when we first started consulting with Rain, and we were meeting with the Diamond, and one Diamond said, well, I just want to help women who are battered and bruised and beaten up and unemployed, and single moms raising kids who don't have money for groceries. And, I want to help those people. Well, that's wonderful. I love her heart. I love that she wants to do that, right? But if that's who you start with, those are the people, the hardest ones to get involved. And even if they want to, they can't even put together enough to buy one box of Bend. How are they going to, so don't start with the charity cases. Start by going out, getting in people, helping them, teach the system, get them through the orientation, make some money, give yourself some breathing room, create a customer base, create a cash flow, and then it gives you a little freedom to go back and work on the charitable cases that you want to help, right? So if you're getting, you feel more than 20%, then I say, hey, you're probably sponsoring down. You're not talking to the right people first. All right, now there's another block, another 20% of the 100%. These are the people that don't join because Rain lifestyle requires a change in their lifestyle that they're not interested in making. That's kind of a spin-off of this last group, right? Because those are the people that aren't hungry enough because if you said, hey, would you like to be a millionaire? Oh, yes. Would you like to be successful? Oh, yes. Would you like to lose weight, be healthy, have more energy? Yes, of course. But if you say, okay, I'm going to need 10 to 15 hours a week for you to do that, they're going to say, well, I got Deal or No Deal Island on this night, and I got Survivor on this night, and The Bachelor is on this night, and America's Got Talent or Romania's Got Talent or whatever on this night. And, you know, my bowling night and my softball night and my drinking buddies night and my poker's night, and they're not willing to, right? So there are, particularly RAIN, it's a movement, right? We're taking seed source nutrition around the world. We're trying to help people rethink their food choices. We're trying to help people rethink their health choices, their lifestyle choices. And so there's two groups that I think come into this 20%. The first group is the people with poverty consciousness, right? You talk to them about RAIN and they say, well, no, I went to the supermarket and I found a vitamin mineral bottle. They give me 60 tablets, 2 a day, and it's only $5.22. Why would I buy those expensive RAIN products? Well, they have poverty consciousness, right? There are people, and trust me, I know this very well because I come from a family filled with this kind of people, because I was this kind of people until I developed some prosperity consciousness. So there are people, they make every decision by what is the cheapest, bargain basement, early bird special, coupon, special discount. That's the only way they make any decision in life, right? I'm in my hotel suite here in Las Vegas, and it's not even a fancy hotel, I'll be honest with you, because I'm attending an event and I wanted to be in the same hotel at the event so I didn't have to go outside in the cold. And so, but what did I do? I upgraded to the King Suite so that I have room to breathe and the ceiling is higher and I have a refrigerator and I have a coffee maker and I get VIP check-in, and you know, I'm willing to pay for that, right? I like premium stuff. Well, when it comes to nutrition, where is it more important to spend for a premium product than the fuel with which you're going to feed your body with? For goodness sake, people, right? So the person who's looking for a $5 bottle of vitamin with poverty consciousness, they're not a candidate for RAIN because they don't value themselves enough to give themselves good nutrition. And we talked about this, you know, in the Be the Breakthrough, we talk about how companies like Apple with the iPhone and Tesla when it first came out, and now RAIN, that originally are only available for high-income people, but as the volume grows, the cost per unit comes down and then it becomes more affordable. Now everybody has iPhones, you know, there's low-priced models of Tesla, and you can see the RAIN products are more reasonable for a bigger percentage of the population. And that will continue to be the case. That number will get better. But for now, it is what it is, and we're looking for people willing to do that. And then again, there's the people who drink 10 diet sodas a day. The people who get 80% of their meals handed to them through a drive-through window. They may not be willing to make the lifestyle change of RAIN. And that's okay. We just love them and let them grow. I can see over in the corner there, I have my Pure and I have my Beet, right? I don't even travel without this stuff. I couldn't imagine going a day without it, right? This is just an integral part of my health and wellness and prosperity. So that's the people you're looking for, and not everybody's willing to do that, right? So don't beat yourself up because they're not there. Now, one of the things, I'm going to talk about it in a future Leadership Academy, I want to talk about going after those people, the 10 diet sodas a day people, because I believe that's our mission with RAIN. We're not just supposed to talk to the people who get prosperity consciousness. We're supposed to reach out to those people with poverty consciousness. And we'll do a training on that in the future, I promise you. But for now, I just want you to kind of get a feel for why people aren't joining your business when you're making presentations, and making sure you understand it's not anything to do with you or what you're doing. And that you've got to keep getting out there, keep making invitations, keep getting people in front of presentations. All right, the next cohort is 5% of the people who don't join. And you know who these people are? These are the 5% of the population that really love what they do, and they see it as a pathway to get to where they want to go. So what do you have to do different to sign up these people? Nothing, because they're not your candidates. And that's okay. Let's celebrate their happiness. We think, we know, we'd love to see them become a customer. So make sure you have your turn question. Like for me, when somebody tells me they're not interested, I always say, are there any health or wellness goals that you haven't yet achieved with your current routine? And then you get them as a customer. But to recruit them, they're not recruitable. And that's okay. It's nothing on you. All right, next cohort is, by my calculation, 15% of the people who are saying no. And the reason they're saying no is the way you're presenting. So this one is about you, but notice it's only 15%. And I'm going to say the reason that they're not joining is because you're approaching them with the wrong perspective. You're approaching them with the perspective about why you are a great sponsor, why Seed Source Nutrition is such a great innovation, why the RAIN compensation plan is so brilliant, why Jeff and Travis and the corporate team are so amazing. This is all stuff that's not about the candidate. Your presentations, the tools we created for those presentations, are directed to the candidates. Their benefits to them. And that's what you've got to do. And that's why we developed those tools, right? So it's really important you don't make this about you, and you don't make these incredible 2-hour presentations that you're so good at without using tools, because nobody can duplicate that. And this is a big problem in the profession at large. You see people say, well, this is a 8-year-old company, debt-free company. We go to this continent to get this ingredient for that product. And it's all feature stuff. Remember, anything about you, RAIN, the RAIN product line, the RAIN comp plan, those are all features. Anything that's about the candidate is a benefit. So the adage we always have in marketing is we want to lead with the benefits and substantiate with the features. And again, if you're using the tools, then you won't have an issue, because the tools are created. We have the best marketing materials of any company in network marketing. Believe me, there are 20, 30, 40-year-old multi-billion-dollar companies with a marketing department with 500 people working in it, and their tools are not as powerful, effective, and customer-centric as the RAIN ones. So use the tools. Remember, I'll give you a tip. If you can put the words "you get" in front of it, it's probably a benefit. If you can't put the words "you get" in front of it, it's probably a feature. So now, when I say it's the wrong approach, there's a villain approach, and then there's just the innocent, kind of ignorant approach. The villain approach is when it's all about you, because, we joke about people who have commission breath. And those are the ones, hey, listen, I'm in this business and I'm trying to qualify for Gold Executive, and I need one more person to sign up. I need it to be you. Well, who is going to be attracted by that sexy offer, right? It's all about you. It's all about you making money. It's all about you, your commission. So if you go with that kind of approach, that's the villain approach, and that's the one no one's going to want to join your team. You know, it's just not about that. You have to make it about them. So sometimes it's innocent that you just like, well, you know, Rain, we're 13 years old and we have a foundation and we have great people and we have this study from the, you know, the labs, and it's about us, and it's not about them, the candidate. So this is the one you do have control over. This is the one where you can change your results. Look at this and say, okay, are you, because I'll tell you, I see it every day. I mean, I was just in a chat with a group of leaders with Rain, and somebody's talking about working with this team of doctors who are going to prescribe the products to their patients. Okay, I'm happy for that person, but I'd be a lot happier if they were talking about how they just sponsored a new homemaker or a new Uber driver, because I know, wow, that's someone we can teach them the system and everybody can duplicate them. Whereas a doctor or you know, researcher who diagnoses or prescribes products for people, most people are not going to be able to duplicate that. And what we're really about, if you want to build a big team, you want to help the most people, you got to do the business in a way that your team can duplicate you. And that's everybody, the school teachers, the yoga instructors, the Uber drivers, the flight attendants, the housekeepers, bus drivers, everybody. So make sure we're using the tool. So where it comes into play here is we have some of you with Rain who do have those credentials and degrees, and you've been in Rain for more than a decade, and you can do a 3-hour amazing presentation about seed source nutrition. That's the way you're doing it is not a way that's going to be duplicable. So that's a way that's something you can control. All right, so what are we up to? 20 plus 20 is 40, plus 5 is 45, plus 15 is 60. We have 40% left of the 100% who don't join. Now, here's how I'm going to break it down. The next cohort of people I'm going to talk to make up all of the 40% remaining. These are the people who have worthiness issues. They don't think they deserve to be healthy, happy, and prosperous. And once again, this has nothing to do with you. This has nothing to do with the way you're presenting, has nothing to do with the tools you have, it has nothing to do with Rain. They were infected with limiting beliefs. They were infected with negative mind viruses, and they self-sabotage their behavior. What can you do? How can you change your presentation to convert these people? You can't, because they won't allow themselves to be healthy. They won't allow themselves to be happy. Some of these people have bought into victimhood, victim mentality. Their entire identity is how they are a victim. And all you can do with these people is love them and let them grow. Don't prejudge for them. Give them an opportunity to look at Rain, right? Don't prejudge for anyone. I don't care if they make $2 million a year. You still should give them the opportunity to look at Rain. Because the kind of person who makes $2 million a year is the kind of person who looks at other opportunities with an open mind. And they're the kind of person who usually get leverage. And I brought in people, very high income people, and they joined our business because while they made a lot of money, they had no leverage, right? So we don't prejudge for anyone. So don't prejudge because someone you think they really have low self-esteem and they have poverty consciousness and they don't think they don't deserve to be healthy, happy, and prosperous. Get them in front of a presentation. Let them sort themselves out. And then whatever decision they make is the right one for them. Love them and let them grow, because there is very likely going to be a time in the future where they will become a good candidate. And if you've conducted yourself with empathy and love and respect and integrity, the door will always be open in the future. Some people, I think what it comes down to is this: you either hate change so much you settle for mediocrity, or you hate mediocrity enough that you change. And not everyone's at that space in their life right now. They're willing to settle for mediocrity because their self-worth isn't high enough yet. Their self-esteem isn't high enough. And that's okay. Again, we love them and let them grow. All right, so now let's run through the numbers again. 20% not hungry enough, 20% not willing to make the lifestyle changes, 5% totally happy with what they got going on, 15% you do control. You need to change your approach and be able to invite people and use external tools. And then 40% have worthiness issues. So that adds it all up. That is the breakdown of the 100% of people who don't join RAIN when you bring them through the candidate pathway and they see a presentation. So maybe you think I messed up. Maybe you're wondering, okay, Gage, but what is the percent of people who didn't join because I made a crappy presentation? Because I was talking about soul and I confused it with Soul Red. And then I was talking about the Brunswick lab study and I think I gave the wrong percent. Or, I was stuttering or stumbling with my words and I couldn't get the PowerPoint to load. And, I got confused because the wrong slide was on the thing and I messed up the presentation. What percentage of the people who don't join are because you didn't make a great percentage? Let me recalculate the numbers again, and I'm going to tell you. 20, 20, 20, 25, 15, 40. Okay, I've got the number. Here is the percentage of people who didn't join because you didn't make an amazing, perfect, world-class presentation. That percentage of people is 0. 0. You know why I know that? Because here's what I know with every fiber of my being after 45 years in this profession and knowing what I now know about RAIN International, RAIN 2.0, is that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. The people who are really right for RAIN, those 300 new triple black RAIN diamonds that we're going to attract from the universe into our team, it doesn't matter if you mess up the presentation. They don't care if you stutter or stammer. They don't care if you said a different percent because you got confused by the slide on the thing. They don't care that the PowerPoint didn't load. They don't care that the projector bulb went out and the slideshow disappeared. They don't care that the room was too hot, that the room was too cold. They don't care because your color wasn't the right season to highlight your complexion. They don't care about any of that. Because the people who are right for RAIN, when they understand seed source nutrition, wait a minute, this tiny little seed from an apple can grow an apple tree? And we could get the nutrients from that seed instead of the apple? We can get, instead of the fruit, the vegetable, the plant, we can get the seed. And it's 20 to 30 times more pure, 20 to 30 times more potent. When they see the concept of leverage, when they see how they can unleash leverage by empowering people, there's nothing you can do to keep those people from RAIN. You just have to get them in front of the worst. You just have to go out and make as many terrible presentations as quickly as you can. Again, use the tools, because that's what's going to keep you out of the ditches, right? So that the main key points will get to the candidate, and then it won't matter you're stuttering, you're stammering, how you were dressed, and that you didn't comb your hair that way or whatever. So let's put all this together, and then I'll send it back to our host and they can wrap it all up for you guys. So how do you grow faster? Well, if you've learned nothing else from this training today, you should have learned it's not that if you want to grow faster, it's not about learning closing techniques. It's not about buying that $497 e-course that you saw advertised on Instagram. It's not by learning more tactics. The way you're going to grow your RAIN team is making more invitations. Forget all the tactic stuff. What you need to do, block off that time, make those invitations, get people in front of presentations. And I promise you, if you keep that active recruiting culture with you and your team, you train on that, you follow the system, and you always have people coming through your candidate pathway, you will grow faster and you will build the RAIN business of your dreams. All right. Be amazing, everyone. I'll turn it back to you. Peace.
Incredible. Some really great reminders there. I hope you all were taking notes. I was. Hopefully you couldn't hear my keyboard clinking too much. I want to respect your time and make sure that we give just a couple of quick announcements. We're a few minutes over the hour, so thank you for sticking around. I could listen to Randy for hours, so I'm sure everyone's still tuning in. There is a special promotion running right now. There's a enrollment promotion featuring our Bright product and our Beat product. Buy one of each and you get the business platform, if you will, included. So if you add it all up, the value there is $158 for what you're paying is $100 to get somebody new enrolled. It's a great cost saving, a little bit different structure on that offer, but take a look at it and share that out with any prospects you have, maybe somebody who's looking for a lower entry point. Really great. The information's in your back office. I see my mom tried to drop an image. Maybe you can download that and see it yourself, but it's the Beat and the Bright product for $100. And the enrollment window is now through, oh, it's happening now through, I think, March 5th. So thank you, Holly. Appreciate that. Coming to my rescue there, March 5th. So jump on that while it's here. Lastly, I'm going to run through a couple of dates. We have some RAIN events coming up. So a quick look at the dates. In Italy, the grand opening is February 21, 22. You'd have to be on a plane, I think. And then right after that, Turkey on February 23rd. Be on Zoom due to some of the weather. So hopefully you heard that change. Everybody can join now, February 23rd for Turkey. Romania, February 26th. Serbia, February 27th. Bulgaria, grand opening. It's going to be big, February 28th through March 1st. And Oslo in Norway, March 1 to 2. And then in the United States, for all of us here in North America, April 26th, there will be a meeting in Orlando. So take advantage of this opportunity and a chance to leverage the expertise of all of our top leaders, the corporate staff, the owners of the company, as they'll be there. Bring your friends, introduce them to these key players and those of us on the call who can make it to those events too. It's nice when we have the opportunity to meet each other in person and put a real face to a name and a profile picture. after, you know, however many weeks or years or months you've been corresponding through Zoom platforms. So for any associates on the call, let's double down on everything we talked about today and drive our business and make it a great week. And for guests who are here listening in to this meeting and our training, I hope that you'll get back to the person who invited you and ask some good questions. Make sure you get your questions answered. Do your due diligence. I think you'll find, as we all have, that this is a really great company to be a part of, and we're just getting started. So happy Thursday, everyone. Thanks for being here, and thank you to all my co-presenters tonight. Have a good one.
Shine bright like a diamond. Find light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sunrise. I saw the life inside. So shine bright tonight. You and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful.